It's all about the climb, no need to feel ashamed. Learn to fail, it's the only way to grow. Keep pushing forward, let your determination show. Gotta train, gotta practice, gotta hone your skills. You can't expect to win without putting in the drills. Success is stagnant, it's the failures that will teach. Embrace the journey, reach the goals out of reach. Rise and grind, never settle for less. Every stumble is a lesson in progress. Embrace the journey, seize the moment tide. Failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation. Failure is growth and success is stagnation. Yeah. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright, yeah. Rise and grind, never settle for less. Oh, every stumble is a lesson in progress. Embrace the journey, seize the moment time. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright, you know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Yeah. Running through the pixelated land, searching for supplies. Try to gather resources, but it's no surprise. Always running out of space, it's a constant struggle. Inventory full, like a never-ending juggle. Inventory shuffle, can't carry it all. Gotta make a choice, but I want it all. Moving items around, gotta make some room. Inventory shuffle in this pixelated tube. Dodging enemies, jumping over blocks, mining for hours, but it never stops. Found a rare treasure, but can't take it home. Inventory's capped out, where did it all go? check it out. Oh yeah, let it flim flam wow. Flam now, flim flam now. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, ham hey hi. Yeah. Jump on the beat, let the bass drop low. We moving fast, we keep it. Yo. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow.
Hello, and how's it going, everybody? I am here with the game. The amazing game. The amazing game. You see here, it's Marvel Rivals. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the next chapter of the Black Panther lore, because I have to, okay? I was holding off on doing it yesterday, but we have to start today. There's one more chapter of the Black Panther lore, and it's just amazing. The Blood of Kings. You see, it started out as just another night in the Empire of Eternal Night, known as New York City. The blood moon hung in the sky, casting an eerie glow on the silent streets. Most of Manhattan's citizens had long since locked themselves away in safe houses to protect themselves from the creatures of the night that had stalked the urban land of the island. Those who dared to venture out into the darkness rarely returned to tell the tale. Suddenly, a circle of energy appeared in the center of Times Square. Though the neon signs and electronic billboards had long since gone dark, the strange portal's crackling energy illuminated the once bustling crossroads for the first time in what seemed like ages. A figure, clad in black from head to toe, stepped through the doorway between dimensions. "I have arrived, sister," King T'Challa said, kneeling down and placing a hand on the pavement. "It had been far too long since I paid a visit home." "Earth may have been our home once, brother," his sister Shuri replied over the comm link in the king's Kimoyo bead bracelet. "But even so, you are a long way from Wakanda." "I am," T'Challa said, looking down 42nd Street to see the top of the Baxter Building peeking over the skyscrapers. "But fortunately, family is never far away." "Yes." "Hey there, Schism. The portal is closing now," Shuri warned. "Since our Kimoyo beads are not yet capable of broadcasting an interdimensional signal, we will not be able to communicate again until you reach the laboratory of Dr. Richards." "Do not fear for me," T'Challa said reassuringly. "I am the Black Panther. Bast is on my side." "That is exactly why I fear for you," Shuri responded, her solemn voice beginning to fade as the circle of energy vanished from sight. "Now more than ever." The king of Wakanda understood his sister's concerns. Bast, the panther goddess who had chosen T'Challa as her avatar, had recently fallen under the sway of a dark force that was spreading its influence across their dimension. As both the Black Panther and the ruler of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda, T'Challa had devoted his life to serving both his goddess and his people. Now those two things were at odds, you see. If he could not purge Bast of this corruption in time, he feared that all of Wakanda might be swallowed by the growing void. But Wakanda was not the only place in danger of being consumed, oh no. While Shuri was busy trying to find a way to rebuild the collapsing multiverse, she had learned that many of her closest interdimensional allies were facing the grave threat of a vampiric plague. Though T'Challa had at first been reluctant to offer Wakanda's assistance and or secrets to those otherworldly heroes, his sister eventually convinced him that the Reed Richards of this alternate reality was completely worthy of their trust and their aid. Thus, T'Challa decided it was time to pay a diplomatic visit, wearing a suit, to this other New York, not only to formalize the bond between his empire and this alternate Earth, but to deliver a potential cure to the sickness infecting so many New Yorkers, a cure that, until now, had only been consumed by a small handful of Wakandans throughout the course of their charted history, the heart-shaped herb Traditionally, this rare Wakandan plant was only to be consumed by Bast's chosen protector during a sacred ritual that would bestow upon them the powers of the Black Panther. For a normal human, one not from a royal bloodline or chosen to be the physical manifestation of an ancient deity, the herb still had profound effects when consumed, purging toxins and restoring vigor to those even in the most dire of health. On Earth, the heart-shaped herb could only be grown in the vibranium-rich soil of Wakanda. However, royal priests had since learned to cultivate it in Berin T'Challa, the capital city of their new interstellar society. Even so, the crop of this sacred herb was still extremely limited, and T'Challa feared that it could do more harm than good in the wrong hands. As such, he chose to deliver the herb to Reed Richards himself. T'Challa bodyguards the Dora Milaje, worried that their king's decision was far too reckless. Shuri feared that perhaps Bast, in her compromised state, had clouded her brother's better judgment. But as T'Challa looked down the empty New York street with nary a soul in sight, he felt confident in his decision. It was not a feeling that would last long, you see. As he traveled east towards his destination, the headquarters of the Fantastic Four, located at the corner of 42nd Street and Madison Avenue. It wasn't long before he found himself passing a small group of vampires feeding on the blood of an unfortunate civilian. Ever since he was a boy, T'Challa had been trained to stalk the jungles in silence. He felt he would have no trouble slipping past the monsters unnoticed, as they all seemed deeply distracted by their prey. T'Challa kept to the shadows, making not even the slightest sound. As he passed by the horde of vampires, they suddenly turned their heads to glare in his direction with their dead eyes. "You are not as clever as you thought," Bast whispered in T'Challa's mind. The Black Panther ignored the taunts of his dark goddess. He had more urgent matters to deal with. The vampires had left their meal behind and were rushing toward T'Challa in hopes of a royal feast. T'Challa leapt up, extending vibranium claws from the fingertips of his gloves. The razor-sharp claws sunk into the old stonework of a nearby building, allowing T'Challa to climb up its sides with ease, vertical only. When he reached the rooftop, he paused for a moment, glad to have found safety. But the blood moon quickly revealed that he was not alone, nor was he anywhere close to safe. Another group of vampires converged and began to chase T'Challa. Staying close on his heels as he leapt from rooftop to rooftop, the king of Wakanda soon realized that he was being herded away from the Baxter Building and toward Central Park. But why? "You have the blood of kings," Bast whispered. "They can smell it." Perhaps the goddess was right, T'Challa thought, but he had more than the blood of kings. He had their years of knowledge and training. He had their proud legacy, and he would not let it die here in the darkness. T'Challa stopped running and turned to face his pursuers. With a frenzy of furious kicks and powerful slashes, he began to thin out the horde one vampire at a time. Before long, there were no foes left standing. "Well done, my chosen one," Bast whispered, "but you had forgotten one thing." Black Panther turned to see another figure standing on the rooftop behind him. He was baffled that his heightened senses had not detected the new arrival. "Here, you are not the king." T'Challa gazed at the strange man approaching him. He was tall and slender, with pale skin and long white hair. He wore a finely tailored black suit with and a long crimson cape. His shoulders were adorned with ornate armor that met in the middle with a glowing crimson gem that was mounted on his chest. "I really should slay you where you stand for striking down so many of my devoted soldiers," the man said. "But I have a feeling that you would be more used to me undead." "I would prefer to remain fully alive," T'Challa said, lunging forward with his claws at the ready. With an effortless strike from the back of his hand, the man sent T'Challa rolling backward. T'Challa instinctively dug his claws into the rooftop to prevent himself from plummeting over the edge. Pulling himself back up to his feet, he took a moment to size up his new opponent. "Who are you?" T'Challa asked. "I have gone by many names over the centuries," the man replied. "I am known best as Dracula." Dracula walked over to T'Challa and stared him right in the eyeballs. As badly as T'Challa wanted to attack his foe again, he felt as though he had somehow lost complete control over his own actions. Compelled by the Lord of Vampires, the King of Wakanda fell to his knees. "But you may call me Your Majesty," Dracula finished with a grin, his sharp fangs flashing in the moonlight. Dracula leaned in, ready to sink his teeth into T'Challa's neck, but when he tried to bite his victim, Dracula reeled in pain. The Black Panther's vibranium mesh armor was not only impenetrable, it had a number of self-defense mechanisms built into its nanofibers. Wow. T'Challa prayed to the Orisha that his suit would be enough to keep him safe, but as he had learned all too well of late, the gods were not listening. "If I will not have your blood," Dracula snarled, "I will have your devotion." The Vampire King reached for the red gem on his chest and removed it from his armor. As T'Challa gazed at it, he realized he had seen crystals like it before. It was a shard of chronovium, the temporal constructs that his sister had been studying since the onset of the time stream entanglement, the event that had ripped countless realities asunder. More specifically, it was a rare mystical form of chronovium native to this alternate dimension, nearly as crimson as blood. "This crystal is infused with forbidden magic," Dracula said. "Soon it will be my key to ruling this world, but for now, let it be my key to conquering yours." Still unable to move, T'Challa found himself completely enveloped in the glowing red energy emanating from Dracula's shard of the blood-red chronovium. "He is remaking you in his image," Bast said in T'Challa's mind, her whisper turning into a growl. "How dare he? You belong to me!" "Not any longer," T'Challa grunted, feeling the transformation taking place within him. Bast's growl grew into a roar, but suddenly silenced as the energy surrounding T'Challa began to fade. T'Challa slumped to the ground, exhausted and hungry. "How strange," Dracula said as he stepped closer to the collapsed T'Challa. "Your blood smelled so sweet before, like a rare flower on the African plains, but now it has lost its bouquet. You are no different than any of my other minions." "That is where you are wrong," T'Challa said quietly. Mustering every ounce of strength left in his body, T'Challa fought against Dracula's control, rising to his feet and staring Dracula straight in the eyes. Crazy stuff, I tell you. "I am no mere minion," he said. "I am T'Challa. I am the Black Panther. I am the King of Wakanda." With that, T'Challa slashed at Dracula, knocking the shard of blood chronovium from the unsuspecting vampire's hands. The crystal skidded across the rooftop, balancing precariously at the edge. Dracula broke eye contact with T'Challa and raced to grab the crystal before it plunged down to the street below. "And I shall be your end," T'Challa finished. When Dracula turned once more to face his defiant foe, the Black Panther was already gone. Not even the slightest scent of his blood was left on the wind. Furious, the Lord of Vampires let out a piercing howl that could be heard echoing across all of Manhattan. Elsewhere, in the shadows of a dark alley, T'Challa took a moment to recover from the confrontation and assess his new situation. Until now, the power of the heart-shaped herb flowing through his veins had always protected him and provided him his enhanced abilities. But T'Challa surmised that the magic of the blood chronovium had somehow negated the herb's effects. That was why Dracula could no longer smell his blood. It was why T'Challa could no longer hear Bast whispering inside of his head. and it was why T'Challa's newfound taste for blood grew stronger by the moment. Ooh. Before he journeyed to New York, T'Challa had been worried about how his connection to Bast's tainted spirit might affect him. Now he found himself afflicted by another curse, uncertain which of the two would be his ultimate undoing. T'Challa pulled the sample of the heart-shaped herb from a hidden pouch in his bodysuit, momentarily considering whether he should consume it to cure himself now, or save it to potentially cure thousands of innocents later. He didn't have a clear answer. New York City might have been as black as the darkest night, but all that the king of Wakanda could see was red. That was a cool story. Jeez. Now we're all caught up. But not really. There's one more thing. Or two more things. There's two more things. Could I just unlock something, didn't I? I'm about to, at least. There's this book here. This is among the many legacies left by Python. Whatever. Wanda Maximoff may well be the most extraordinary, while the Darkhold is undoubtedly the most sinister. Every time a reckless and power-hungry sorcerer misuses the spells within his pages, the resulting devastation to the world is immense. But Doom is no mere amateur. His aim is to align with Dracula and pull the vampiric verses from inside the book, but another spell written within the Montesi formula can also eliminate all of them. Perhaps this is yet another of Khan's cruel jokes, a testament to his eternal mockery of humankind. And is that weird Python dude the same power that the Hydra worship? They worship some weird Lovecraftian Eldritch thing. Pretty terrible. And I'm pretty sure I unlocked this gallery card, which is going to be right over here. Alright? This one, right? I've already read that one. I've already read... Hold on. There's Ratatoskr. There's Blade. Here's Dracula. He got him. But, I think I've already read this. Name's Blade. Dracula. Boom. Bam. I think I've already read this. I'm pretty sure. This is about Blade showing up and whatever. But I'll go ahead and read it, okay? I'll read it. I've read the other ones. Okay? Otherwise it'll take forever. This is a pretty cool picture, though. You know what I mean? Pretty cool picture. Name's Blade. Folks call me that because of the swords I use to slice the heads off of every vampire I cross paths with. To be fair, I use a lot more than swords, wooden stakes, silver bullets. Hell, I'll even use a squirt gun full of holy water. I have read this, so I'm not going to read it. He's just talking about showing up and then, you know, Dracula. Whatever. But I haven't read this one. Wait, I have read this one. This is about a people fighting vampires routinely, including the weird, tainted, T'Challa right here. You see? And they call themselves something, right? Some night crew of doing stuff, led by Moon Knight. The Eternity Knights. The Eternity Knights led by Moon Knight, a bunch of vampire slayers in New York City. Very cool. But this is new. Storyline. The Baxter Building. Reed Richards' laboratory. We've done it, Reed. Dr. Strange exclaimed. Almost all the pages of the Darkhold are back in our hands once more. And according to my calculations, Mr. Fantastic replied, the chrono energies that's been grafted to them should be sufficient enough to get the time stream reintegration device running. All we need to do is to extract the time essence from each page and... Not so fast, fellas. A voice unexpectedly interrupted over the Baxter Building's comm system. Last I checked, the TRD was a joint effort, and Tony Stark has never been one to miss a project launch. Tony? Mr. Fantastic gasped. We cannot let him stand in our way, Dr. Strange said. With a quick gesture of his hands, the ancient pages of the Darkhold began to swirl around him in a mystical frenzy. Get those pages into the chronal siphon now, Stephen, Mr. Fantastic ordered. I'll deal with our uninvited guest. Deal with me, Iron Man laughed over the speaker. And how are you going to do that? By building an untested device and activating it before it's got enough energy to actually get the job done? Oh, wait, you're already doing that. You know full well that we don't have the time to wait until everything is perfect, Tony, Mr. Fantastic said. The time stream entanglement has to be undone, and the TRD will get the job done. I've crunched all the numbers. But somehow you've lost count of the seconds, Iron Man said, because I'll be there to stop you from making your biggest mistake ever in 4, 3, 2. But before Iron Man could finish his countdown, Mr. Fantastic stretched his malleable body into a sheet-like barrier, blocking off the entrance to his laboratory. 1, Iron Man yelled from the other side of the doorway. Mr. Fantastic grimaced as a barrage of repulsor beams hit him from behind. Ouch. Though his elasticized form absorbed most of the impact, the pain was still excruciating. Jeez. He's just shooting him with repulsor beams right in his flesh? Read! Dr. Strange shouted. Deep concern showing on the Sorcerer Supreme's usually stoic face. I wasn't aiming for you, old friend, Iron Man said. You just got between me and my targets. The pages? Mr. Fantastic asked through gritted teeth. But Tony, it may be our only hope. I fully agree, Iron Man answered. But only if we have all of them. And Moon Knight tells me we're missing 2 of the most important spells in the book. The Montesi formula and the vampiric verses. Dr. Strange said knowingly. Bingo, Iron Man replied. Without those in the mix, the chance of the TRD failing increases beyond a margin of error I'm willing to accept. So tell me, Reed, are you still ready? Are you still going to be the fate of our universe and countless others on a device that isn't ready? Crazy person. Mr. Fantastic paused and uttered a phrase that he couldn't recall leaving his lips in ages. I don't know. See that? Amazing. He's coming in to stop him. And there's more and more. Well, that was informative. You see, that's where we're doing this stuff. And this one too? Oh my gosh, stop it already. Stop it. A Star is Born. Somehow I've gotten that. I've done all this. See, I got more points for reading that thing. Good job. And over here, I've done all the stuff. Besides, I have to immobilize enemies with Squirrel Blockade as a Squirrel Girl. Oh no. They're making me play as Squirrel Girl. It's Ratatoskr. What else? All of this? No wonder I've unlocked stuff already. Fantastic. I've already done the Doctor Strange thing. And I got myself a really cool sticker. Yeah, and we got ourselves some... Well, we have to play the game as a bunch of different people. That'll happen. Yep, more points and more points. All the stuff that they're giving me. I love it. What else is here? All the stuff I've already done? Are you serious? Yes. I got this really cool sticker for playing as the Torch yesterday. And we got this weird... What's this? Oh. It's a, emote. For Rocket Raccoon. Jeez, I've already gone through and done everything? Are you serious? Blood Crystal. I gotta read this stuff, huh? This one isn't done yet. Okay, so citizens of New York have taken comfort while traveling through Central Park, knowing that Squirrel Girl and her rodent army were watching over them. But a number of recent eyewitnesses reports have sighted a giant horned squirrel in the woods, raising questions about the bushy-tailed brawler's current status. Could the blood moon have transformed her into some sort of wild were-squirrel? No, she was kidnapped by Dracula. Because that horn is made of the same wood of the tree, Yggdrasil, and it could kill Dracula. So forth. Rare occult book auction. The Wilson Fisk Foundation is auctioning off an antique item certain to garner heavy interest from rare book collectors and occult scholars alike. This lot has been independently verified as a page torn from the Darkhold, an ancient spellbook also commonly referred to as the Book of Sins. The page will be on display at the Fisk Tower, protected by heightened security measures until the auction date. Brighter days ahead for NYC. Is New York's longest night ever finally over? Your publishing pal, J. Jonah Jameson, just witnessed something amazing. A beam of pure white light traveled from the top of the Baxter Building straight into Dracula's castle in Central Park, and moments later the skies began to lighten. I can't confirm that the Fantastic Four have freed us from the eternal night, but oh boy. I can guarantee it wasn't Spider-Man the other day. Wow. Even more. Barrier, or whatever. Banner. And reach Dracula's castle 3 times. Whatever. That'll happen. All the stuff I just knocked out the park. Wow. Cool. There's more stuff. And what's this? A costume for Groot? That is really awesome. That is really awesome. Okay, now let's go check back over here to the season. Just making sure I got everything all red and everything. Yeah, the House of M. Now, he almost looks like Dracula, to be honest. If you think about it, he's almost dressed like Dracula. Is what I realize. He's almost dressed just like Dracula. This thing? Alright, I'm buying it. Another gallery card. I have to catch up on the story, people. It's important. Inspect. So, 1 second. Ah, look what I can get. Look what I can do. Oh. Redeem all. I'm getting the really cool Iron Man outfit. Yes! I did it. Woohoo! I got the really cool Iron Man outfit before the season's over. That was one of my goals. So awesome. It's like the Blood Edge armor. Look at this thing. And it comes with the MVP animation. He's killing rats. Awesome. Next. Alright, next is this cool guy. Alright, so now we have a new gallery card. You imagine. The story unravels. Boom. Eternal Night falls. Here it is. Bad news, loyal readers. We're bringing you yet another morningless morning edition of New York's finest paper, the Daily Bugle. Why? Because our beloved borough has been trapped in a state of never-ending night for who knows how long. That's why. As publisher of this peerless periodical, it's up to me, J. Jonah Jameson, to provide you with all the info that you need to know to navigate this perpetual pitch. So here is the scoop. 1. Our intrepid reporters still don't have a solid source willing to admit what caused Manhattan to become an empire of eternal night. But anonymous scientists have independently confirmed that a massive wave of coronal energy washed over our planet shortly before things went dark. Coincidence? I think not. I'm just guessing it's Spider-Man's fault. Like something out of a bad horror movie, our city streets are now being stalked by vampires. You heard that right. These bloodsuckers have been draining veins faster than my liberal lawyers drain my bank account. Our former friends and neighbors are quickly turning into our worst enemies. Rumor has it that Dracula himself has taken up residence in Central Park. Sounds a bit far-fetched to me, but if that caped creeper really is organizing an army, we'd all be better off relocating to New Jersey. And those words, this lifelong New Yorker, aren't ones that type easy. So where are all the superheroes? Eyewitnesses have identified members of the Fantastic Four coming and going regularly from their stronghold in the Baxter Building. As always, the Richards family is on the front line of the crisis, and we here at the Bugle applaud them for their selfless service. Tony Stark recently issued a press release claiming that he and Reed Richards are collaborating on a number of innovative solutions to restore New York to its former glory as quickly and efficiently as possible. However, my source on the inside suggests that these two big brains may be at odds when it comes to exactly how they plan to end this endless night. Reed wants to save everybody, while Tony is still calculating how many losses are acceptable. My vote goes with Richards. Other heroes may have been seen patrolling the street, rescuing citizens stupid enough to wander beyond the safety of their apartments. Squirrel Girl, Moon Knight, Cloak and Dagger, you name them. They're probably out there risking their lives to save yours. But for once, I'm willing to put aside my personal distaste for costume crusaders and say thank you on behalf of the people of New York to all those fighting the good fight. Except for one. I have it on good authority that the less than amazing Spider-Man dodged his duties and swung through a portal to have a spider party with his friends in the far-flung future. It's actually true. I'll see if my favorite photographer, Peter Parker, can get me a solid snapshot of that webbed weirdo abandoning his adoring public. That's it for now, fearless readers. We'll have plenty more news for you tomorrow. If tomorrow ever comes. J. Jonah Jameson, publisher. Wasn't that delightful? Yes, it's all coming together, see? When I was younger, I wanted to be a star. Whether it was the hottest actor in Hollywood or the fastest driver on the racing circuit, I had this nagging feeling that the name Johnny Storm was destined to be burned into people's minds forever. If I'd only known how right I was when my sister's genius boyfriend, Reed, invited me to join him on a mission to space, I thought I'd found my ticket to fame. Johnny Storm astronaut wasn't exactly the role I've been preparing for my whole life, but traveling the stars seemed like a logical first step to stardom. The sky was the limit. When we crashed back to Earth, we had new cosmic powers that turned us from a group of explorers into a team of superheroes. People in the streets called me the Human Torch whenever I flamed on. But underneath the sheath of burning hot plasma was still good old Johnny Storm. And it was finally my time to shine. Being a member of the Fantastic Four skyrocketed me to celebrity status. I made the front page of the Daily Bugle at least once a week, and the gossip page at least 3 times. I nabbed a bunch of lucrative product endorsements, and I amassed a following of diehard fans who hung on my every move. Yeah. It was everything I ever wanted when I was a kid, but I started to think that maybe that's not enough. You see, between commercial shoots and nightclub openings, my day job has always been saving the world. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really good at it, you see. Yeah. Or at least I was until Dracula somehow cursed New York City and trapped it in constant darkness. The city's heroes have been fighting vampires and each other as we've tried to find a solution. But nothing seems to be working. And frankly, I'm feeling a bit burned out. But there still may be hope. While Reed tinkers with some sort of timeline fixing doohickey, my big sis Sue is taking the battle straight to its source. He found a way into Dracula's castle, you see, and she's planning to lead a squad in to finish that fight. But she's gonna need a major distraction to pull it off. Good thing her baby brother has never been one to pass up on some good extra attention. If I push my powers to the limit, I can go supernova and buy Sue and the crew some time that they need, baby. And since I'll essentially become a mini sun for a hot second, I'll wipe out a ton of vampires in the process. Boy, do those jerks hate the sun. Yeah, I know the risks. At best, I'm going to lose consciousness. At worst, well, let's just hope the Bugle writes me a good obituary. And it better be on the front page, above the fold, because if Johnny Storm goes down, it's going to be the star that he was always meant to be. So there's a plan to infiltrate Dracula's castle with, Invisible Woman and have Johnny Storm go supernova and turn to a mini sun, killing all the vampires, but it could kill him in the process. Wow. 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 Ooh. Phew. There's more to read, but not right now. See, I already finished the first volume. So exciting. There's more to come, as you can see. And I still have to read the story for The Thing and the Human Torch, but I think I'll do that after I play a little bit. Hi, the name's Benjamin Grimm. It's sort of goofy wearing this outfit. I don't know. I almost like it better to see the rocks. See, I have to wear this costume to use that MVP. Alright. See, he has his own little lore. But I'm not going to read it right now because I just read a lot. And as you've seen, it's a lot of lore. Isn't that crazy? How much lore there is in this game? But we're about to dive in to the actual game itself, if you could actually imagine these things. As Mr. Benjamin J. Grimm, he found the whitest shades ever. Must have belonged to Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler. Okay, I'll be right back and we'll begin the show. Oh yeah, all this reading has tuckered me out. I can't stand it. Oh no. Reading things? Goodness gracious, what is this? What is this? Why, hello. Why, hello. 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 Alright, so we're gonna practice a bit more and then go into quick play. Okay? We're gonna practice a bit more and then go into quick play. I don't think you should play competitively until you've mastered the game. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, you're so good that now it's time to compete. You're not just now practicing.
Pick your hero.
Craziness.
Or villain, I'm not judging.
Ho ha ho!
One like me.
Ho ha ho! Ho ha ho? Yeah, it doesn't work. Bad, really. Because I'm playing on the cloud. Here we go, everybody. It's time to fight. Wish me luck.
I promise you, somewhere under all this rock is a hard
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Veggies here.
That's a mighty grim look for such a pretty little face, darling.
I am the queen of limbo, Logan. The time for joy is long gone.
Can't figure out which is heavier, that sword or your crown.
Yeah.
Let's place off the same thing.
Herbie Hancock.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Here we go.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? I am ready.
Push.
Chaos.
They call me Mr. Fix-It.
Looks like the mission area.
Yes, sir.
Yours to capture now.
Yeah, boom.
You needed some help.
One of Moon Knight's the mission area is yours.
Yeah, buddy. Here I go. I'm gonna march on down and say hi. There you go. Bounce back over. And we go to Tim.
Double KO.
It's very satisfying.
Get down.
Whee!
Coming through. That's the stuff.
What am I?
It's robbery time.
Yeah, buddy.
Got your back.
Barely captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I enjoy it. And so do you at the same time. Pow. And boom. Let me hop across the room to my friends. Clang, clang, clang.
Glory is almost yours.
Whee!
I am ready to put on a show.
Let me go over here, let me go over here, let me go over here.
Undefeatable. A little help, please.
Whee! That was exciting. Eggs and cheese. Scrambled eggs. With a spot of Go-Gurt on the side. Yeah.
Somewhere under all this rock is a heart of gold.
I tell you what, if this guy didn't have this accent, it wouldn't be the same. You gotta have a really heavy accent here.
30 seconds
Benji's
before you
here.
attack. Get ready.
This wouldn't be the same. He becomes a cartoon character.
That's some nice armor you got there, sweetheart.
Same thing with Rocket Raccoon.
No, Rocket. You know Spider is so.
How about just one arm? No? Ah, come on! You're killing the kid.
Not yet, but I'd be careful.
Let's go.
for you. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Turn the beat around.
Just the idiots I was looking for.
And this is why I chose Reed. What am I, invisible? As usual,
Oh, that was good. That was so good. Get over here, healer. Thank you. Awesome.
Mission area is yours.
Okay. Let me get closer. I'll be the one. Woo! Not today. There you go. No! Oh no! Seriously? I was trying to leave. I was trying to leave.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I was trying to leave.
The area's almost yours.
For mutant kind.
Yeah, buddy. Get that shark out of here. Where'd the shark go?
I am ready to
Yep.
put on a show.
Goodbye, shark. Goodbye, shark. We're gonna win. Oh, last minute transformation. Good job. Oh, no! Come on. Okay, let me get this health over here. Get Jeff out of here.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Just punching Baby Shark in the face. Yep, got the dust out of the joints there.
Another epic victory.
It's just very satisfying. 2%. Whatever happened to predictability? Evening TV. Alright. I'll do one more and then I'll up the difficulty. And then we'll do quick matches with a bunch of people. I was trying to get the kinks out.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
It's a fine-tuned process.
One like me.
Because in theory, if the person was ranged and was shooting me while running backwards, it'd be kind of hard for me to get him. Unless there's another ally there that I could jump to. I mean, he can't jump and chase somebody. He has his little wrecking ball charge and he can chase someone down there and then stun him and then punch him. In theory, he has to save that to be able to escape or to be able to catch up to somebody if they run away.
There's a reason I'm at Petunia's favorite nephew.
Petunia.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Let's rumble.
No, don't you say it.
Right out in bushy tails. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Tippy Toes. Nothing's
Yeah,
better for
buddy.
now.
Right in the ankles.
Starts in 5, 4, 3,
Here we go,
2,
buddy.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Oh, I can handle the time and faithful man.
Here we go.
Versions of me forever.
Here we go. And now.
Are you sure those are bad guys?
There goes your stuff.
Like the mission area is yours to capture now. That's 3.
Yeah, buddy. Nope. Not today. So I like that this guy's like a wall if you run into him.
Even small victories are worth
Good guys next time.
Hmm.
He is on fire.
celebrating. Uh-oh, they almost got me.
Yeah, buddy. I will be the wall. I am the one that walls.
Disappearing.
And you're done. No! Oh, God. Dang it, I was trying to run away. I was trying to run away.
I feel fit coming through.
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
There we go. Overextension of your is the only way.
Anyone willing to help?
Behold the god of thunder.
Okay.
Someone would
Really clobbering time already.
Yes. Oh, God. I gotta get rid of these healers.
Is it really clobbering time already, guys?
More reckless now.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Adam.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
And they got Loki somewhere. Come on. Goodbye, Loki. Your powers are mine. Come on. Really? Not today. That was exciting. Hey there, Mary. How's it going? And thank you. Yeah. So, I'm playing as a thing here, just training up. Really fun. Oh boy. I just read through a bunch of the storyline earlier for like an hour. But here's the thing. I'm wearing a nice little outfit. It's kind of funny. Okay. And he is a brick wall. He can't be knocked back unless it's an ulti. And he can't be pulled. So, he's like a wall. And he has this nice charge, but he can't steer very well when he does this charge. At the end of the charge, he has this big slam. He can cut the charge short. He can leap to someone, sort of like Mr. Fantastic can, to give them a little... that rock armor, you see? That he can leap to a teammate like this. And he can charge. He's like Captain America mixed with Incredible Hulk. He has a big punch and a secondary punch. Uh-oh. Lots of knockback. Born again, huh? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Let me run away! I was about to dive back around. This guy's sort of a problem. I might have to swap over to the Human Torch because we don't have a solution to take care of him. And he's just peppering in a lot of damage right now. There it goes. Yeah, I'm unable to hit him with this guy. I will be the wall that walls. Oh, don't you grab me, though. You might grab me. Move over here. And... okay, let me move back. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I was interrupted. They interrupted my ulti, those punks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Hanging tough. Wow. Woo. Let's go. Gotta take care of that stupid Iron Man problem. We've almost got it. Shut up. Oh gosh, he's maximum pulsing over there. Not today.
Glory is almost yours.
This should keep you going.
There you go. Goodbye, healer. Yes.
Here's how you shoot. Usually you have to lead a target. Not with this.
Oh wow, he transported his. That was a pretty good move there. There we go. Yeah. Whee! That was crazy.
Another epic victory. Big win.
I liked him so much that I got the outfit because I've been look see look MVP. Look at that cool little outfit. Yeah. Get him. Oh yes. Even though I like him without the outfit too, I feel like you have to get an outfit once you like somebody. No. So I can demonstrate the Human Torch now if you want to see that. Basically, I'm trying to play as those two dudes. I didn't mean to back out. If one's taken, then I play with the other. And if they're both taken, then I play with Mr. Fantastic. It's really cool when you have the full Fantastic Four in the same team. It's hilarious. They don't give each other bonuses, just the Invisible Woman gives everybody else a shield.
Could make all the difference.
I'm going to start off as the Human
Brightest
Torch
in the sky.
to show you what he does, but I don't know if it's the best example on this map. Ah, well. He seems to accelerate faster up and down because of, you know, heat, races and all that. And he has almost a shotgun blast to his primary attack. It was pretty good for anti-air.
You're gonna get burned.
Just like a shotgun blast.
Coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
And his alternate attack leaves a fire spot in the ground. And then he can connect the fire spots to make like a fire wall, which is pretty cool. And he can dive. And because he can dive, he can go pretty fast every so often. But in between all that, he's pretty slow.
4,
Or he feels slow. And he's a glass cannon. He doesn't have much life.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
you need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Like that.
Double KO.
Closer to saving the world.
There it goes. I'm gonna put down the fire.
I like the cold.
Right there. All air all the time. Good thing I know where all the health is, huh?
I suck.
There it goes.
Please, they didn't have me. Stop them. Need some help.
There it goes. I hear some stuff over here.
This kid, rock work just
Closer to saving the world.
There it goes. Supernova. That's the ulti. Bingo, bingo.
I like the cold. Disappear!
That felt nice.
Oh no. Let me
Clocking
pull
some
up.
bad guys.
Gonna pepper the whole area. Would be clobbering time. No!
Dodge this.
Yes.
Fire. Pick a fight with protons.
Don't you pick a fight with protons now. Hard light. But I like the gameplay of the thing more because I'm up in their face. It's pretty cool. No! Okay, I'm able to dash away really quick. Alright.
I don't think that's welcoming committee. Let's cook some more.
That triangle of flame over there. Yes. Yeah, buddy.
Double KO! Stop them in their tracks!
Yee. He went supernova. She went supernova. Woo. There it goes.
Tastes like chicken.
There they. See, he feels slow until you manage his abilities and make sure that you're in the right spot.
Don't step on lava. Really turned up the heat, Johnny.
Thank you.
Pulse charge. Fire.
You turned up the heat there.
Pick a fight with protons.
You sure are hot right about now.
A nice deep freeze.
Step on lava.
Down to 30 seconds.
Let's dance. Hang on a little longer. It's clobbering time. I'm attacking the healers in the back.
Final 10 seconds. Hits the ground.
Consider yourself fixed.
Woo!
I am ready to put on a show.
And I'm about to dive up in there.
Ahead of us.
Come on. Woo! No.
That's 3.
Woo!
You got them all.
Everything myself.
That was exciting.
Another
So that's the Human Torch. Yeah. That's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Is it good? But is it good though? Well, that's when I expertly got away really quickly. And that was me getting away really quickly from the Iron Fist when I was way over there, and then I went straight to where I knew where the health was, you know? Map knowledge, baby. Get him. Dive. No. That was a really good. That's actually a really good demonstration. This is actually a really good MVP sequence, okay? Yes, save that one. Can I save that one? To the highlight reel? even though it was versus the AI. It doesn't matter. It was a good demonstration. The character. Can I save it? Yes. Save. Confirm. Bum 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 doom. But this did how would that work? This is on the cloud. I'm saying save it to the cloud. Save it to the cloud hard drive, please. Basically, it saves a super high resolution version of that game sequence, so you don't have to rely on how blurry your stream is. Really cool. It was like the whole history thing. Good review. Rebuilding code sequence established. Users kiosk videos. Users kiosk. Whatever. Here. Just a TikTok? Come on. TikTok only. And it's not even the whole sequence. Like halfway through. Anyways. We continue. So now. Ba wada ba da bang da bang. Boobity boobity. Is it time for the quick match? I think I have to play versus hard AI. Because, by the way, the AI is getting really good. They're getting really good. I don't know. Have we had a game that constantly improves AI based upon gameplay and how people play the game? Because their team composition matches what people do, with 3 healers sometimes, and other stuff that players do. I say, well, that's a player thing that they're doing. Oh, Jeff transported his own team to the end sequence at the last second and then spat them out. That's a player thing. You know what I mean? So, in theory, AI is harder than players because AI doesn't miss as much and doesn't get distracted as much and plays as a team better. It's just they're stupid until they're not. Sometimes. Because it feels like whenever there's 20 seconds left in the match, they all of a sudden flip their brains on and they work as a team and they're really good and they usually make it to the finish line and push it into overtime. Almost a typical. You know what I mean? So let's go again. Alright. I'm so excited. This time on the hard difficulty of AI, and this is going to be actually hard. In this one, if I ever dared to fight the enemy and my teammates aren't around and they have ranged dudes, I'll probably die. You know what I mean? On easier difficulties, you can sort of rely on them just not reacting in time and, you know, you can isolate somebody. In this one, they sort of chase you down. That their whole team does. They're really good. They're like a really good version of a person doing these things. So I'll be back in just 1 second, okay? We will continue on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And then you'll see how easy it's going to be. Going from like hard AI to humans is suddenly easy. Weird.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Who needs four when you've got one like me?
All right, everybody. Y'all ready to rock?
Check my watch. It's almost clockwork time.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You promise me you'll take it easy out there, Susie.
Benjamin J. Graham. You should know by now that I'm far from helpless.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stop them from securing the mission area.
Yes. Somebody's shooting me. Oh, the fire. I was just looping around. Just looping around, you know?
Nothing's getting through now.
Yes. Yes. Here we go. I see you. I see you.
They're sneaking from behind.
Yes. I'll be the wall. No. Nice.
Last mistake.
Yeah, buddy. Woo. And over here, I will not be the one that dies.
I am ready to put on a show.
Gotta back away for a second because they are immortal.
Try and hurt me now. We are undefeatable. It's the grand finale.
Thank you.
Someone willing to help? Curious little spiders.
Not today.
Spiders.
I'm taking less damage.
I'm pushing back in. Yes, attack me. Woohoo! Are they gonna slip out? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, buddy. Not today. This is good training.
Maximum pulse.
Uh-oh. Don't want them pushing up.
Let's rumble.
Only 60 seconds left.
Anyone willing to help?
Not today. Right into Spain.
Shields up.
A nice deep freeze.
Oh my gosh, I really enjoy this guy. Woohoo!
30 seconds.
Yeah, buddy. No.
We are undefeatable.
Oh, she's immortal right now. No. See, they really just they put the grease on in the last second. It's crazy. All of a sudden, they win at the last second. Let me take care of Winter Soldier. He's a big threat. That was crazy.
Another epic victory.
It makes you stay on your toes. You have to kind of be careful and consider every single dude that you're fighting to be a threat. Because they are. If they shoot you a couple times in the head, right? My goodness. No, I don't want to. I don't want to watch it. All right, here we go. Come on now. Exciting. Live, local, late breaking. Shouldn't it be early breaking? Early breaking. Whoa. The Empire of Eternal Night. With his help, she hoped to free her new ally, the Asgardian Skrull Ratatoskr, who had been flim-flammed.
All the different
I still have to go study this map, too. I don't know this map. I don't know this map. Use the Montesi formula to eliminate all the vampires. I had to memorize all the maps, people. It's part of my goal, part of my thing. Here we go now. Oh, yeah. It is my purpose. Whoa. The Empire of Eternal Night.
I promise you, somewhere under all
They'll be
this
coming in 30 seconds.
is a
Stay
heart
strong.
of gold.
I don't know how you do it, Mr. Graham.
I'm not sure what you mean, sweetheart.
People treat you like a monster, but you just keep fighting this.
They treat me like a monster? What do you mean?
Words bounce right off me.
The battle starts in 5,
So
4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission.
Yeah, buddy. No! Son of a...
Still hide themselves behind metal masks. Ready to keep
Well.
on rocking.
I was late to the party and then died. Like I said, you gotta stay on your toes. Failure is growth, you know? That whole thing. I'm gonna start by diving into my teammate. I'm gonna be punching around this corner. Okay. Yeah, buddy.
I need assistance. I broke the arm.
Mm-hmm. No! Oh, God. Yep, this is good training. Good training.
Can't get rid of me like way.
I like how Squirrel Girl is sort of pivotal to this overall storyline. You know what I mean? Some obscure character. There's a bunch of weird obscure characters that are really important. Like Moon Knight, Dracula. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, these guys are good. Oh, God, we're all gonna die. I gotta memorize this map, though. Oh, God. Whoa.
We are undefeatable.
Oh, my gosh. Did they have their ulti along with me? No! The room is changing. My goodness.
Let's do some damage.
See, I feel like the hard AI is harder than people.
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Than your average person. You know? Because they're all good and they're all doing what they're supposed to. And they're all shooting pigs. But it's good, really good training. You have to rely on the actual mechanics and counters more often. The whole field's bad. I'm gonna go rush Moon Knight. Yeah, I'm running back. Oh, God. We gotta run away. Where is she? Oh, my gosh. This is some rough stuff. Woo! Best AI on the... Hey there, Allison. Best AI on... This is the best AI on the planet right here. Tell you what.
Better stop that vehicle.
Here we go. I've been spending a lot of time on X. It's where it's at.
We are undefeatable!
Is that the other side or my side?
Doing major damage.
It's the grand finale!
Kill the healer! Thank you.
He's stuck in their trap!
No! Okay, I'm running away. I'm running away. That last acorn's a doozy. Yes. I'm playing as the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Might have heard of him. Oh god.
Hurting me.
There's Iron Man here or something, shooting us from above. And I haven't memorized this map yet, and I want to do that.
Only 60 seconds left.
I'm trying to do that. This is Central Park and Dracula's Castle. Crazy. See? New York City.
Undefeatable!
Princess, some sort of
Come on.
Us against the world! Watch your tails!
That's right, Tippy-Toe.
Down to 30 seconds!
I have to learn where all the health is. Pull back.
The final 10 seconds!
Really good training. Whee! Get him, Moon Knight.
Big victory!
Use the Montesi formula or something to destroy all the vampires. Magnetism. Alright, let's go again. That was good training. Sure was rough. You gotta give it all you got. It's like the ideal situation for training. Like a really good player that's focused. A weird non-personal grievance. There's no extra layer on top of it. You know what I mean? They're not cheating or something. Because of course they're cheating because they're shooting. They're the AI. You have auto aim on, yeah, it's the AI. Of course it does. It's not going to miss you. Just don't be exposed. Your goal is to choose when to attack so that you never get hit, even though they're shooting. You know? Something like that. Or find some way to go immune for a second and then hit them. Jump out of nowhere and use cover. Something. Here we go. I know these other maps though.
I promise you, somewhere under all this
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
let's rumble. Always imagine this.
Yeah.
Battle
So
side by
this guy's
side,
faster
the fate of the realm.
because he can catch up to somebody and then sprint afterwards.
Now it is happening.
Now, which is happening?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Finally, well, Ain't this something?
Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. I'm gonna get him from the side over here. Much better. Very nice. Woo-wee. Oh gosh, no! Good thing I can do that, huh? And good thing I know where all the health is. Yeah?
I still need you.
Creepy crawly little girl. It's flower time!
Render me assistance.
Got your back.
There it goes.
Ouch, it hurts.
We are undefeated.
No.
Who is behind you?
Gotta run away for a second.
That's the stuff.
And now. No, no, no. There you go. I need to get to this corner. Put some defense up. No! Oh no. You got us. You ain't going back in. You ain't going back in. Hilarious.
Teamwork. Just the idiots I was looking for.
No. Yeah, buddy.
Behind us.
Nope, 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 nope. You ain't doing nothing. You cannot move through me. I am a rock. Yes, yes. I am the wall. What you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. No. I'm getting rid of all these healers over here. Sweet. Oh gosh. Good thing I know where the health is, huh? Come on. Yes. The goal is to stand in front of the healer. Hey, good job. We did it.
Epic victory.
Victory for Sylvanas. Baby. Uh-huh. Okay. One more versus AI at the hard level, and then I do quick play versus the people. Yeah.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Who needs four when you've got one like me?
Too bad I'm the guy. You're too late. Late. Oh no. I got the guy. And I'm wearing the cosmetics, so I deserve to use them. Oh no. Woohoo!
There's a reason I'm at Petunia's favorite nephew.
Petunia.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Check out this city.
Oh, Franklin and Val told me about you.
It's a Halo ring.
Some kind of a super pop star, right?
Yeah, I can play you a few of my tracks after the battle if you want.
Well, thanks, but damn, really more of a classic rock guy, you know.
He's talking about himself because he's made of rocks. That's a pretty cool outfit, that punk thing for Hulk.
All you need to do is capture the mission
Really?
area. Got it?
Anyone up? Trouble! There's gonna be a fight.
Chaucer and terror.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Yeah, buddy. That's a really cool outfit for Hulk.
Freeze.
Extra help?
Pretty cool outfit for Hulk, I gotta say.
Spiders are cute, but deadly. Spiders are all fun.
The first thing you gotta do is destroy that thing. Not today, lady. Yeah, pal.
The mission area. Keep going.
Yes.
Happens when you threaten my brother.
Good boy.
Nothing's getting through that.
Glory is almost yours.
Woo-wee. Yeah, pal.
Try and hurt me.
That was awesome. Whatever. That was awesome. I think I'm getting the hang of it. He's doing it. He's really doing it.
Well, easy being this strong.
Ugh.
This handsome.
Seems like he's really okay with being a big old pile of rocks, you know?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I make my own currency.
Promise me you'll take it easy out there, Susie.
Benjamin J. Grimm, you should know by now that I'm far from helpless.
Oh, I ain't worried about you. I meant you should take it easy on them.
Well, in that case, you'll just have
The
to
battle starts in 5,
Here we go.
4, 3,
Go!
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yeah.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Ready to put on a show.
Oh god. What? No! I thought you were so far away! Oh my god. Oh, she's still caught up to me.
Looks like the mission area is yours to
I
capture.
thought I was far away enough. But hey, I wasn't. I would have been if she wasn't trying to actively go after me. But that's the hard AI for you.
Capture the mission area.
Beholds the god of thunder! You can always count on me.
No. Oh my gosh. Look how cool the Monster Hulk looks. For that Hulk. Man, I gotta get that punk skin. That's so cool. It's the best ever. Do I even have a Hulk skin? Good. That is like the coolest thing ever.
Let's cook some more. Healing power.
Back. It's clobbering time!
I'm trying to destroy their thing. No, Hulk is pretty good overall, to be honest.
Coming through.
defend like it's your last acorn.
Yeah.
Got your back.
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
Whoa.
We're tough.
No.
Probably use this.
Health. Thank you.
Hurting me will not be easy.
Gather up.
Come on. Woo! Oh my god.
Hey, Dee! Enjoy this! You're welcome. Super!
You kidding? I feel fantastic.
Yeah.
Ready, bub. Put me in.
Coming through. Let's roll. Beholds the god of thunder! Right way. By the eye of Agamotto! Sorry, pal. Here's a friend.
Come on. Goodbye, squirrel. Or raccoon.
Coming through. Booyah!
Gotta hit harder than that.
Consider yourself clobbered.
Whew.
Got your back.
And boom. No!
Nothing's getting through now. Anyone willing to help?
Yeah, that's right.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have
And then Kerplam. Yes. Awesome.
another epic victory.
All right. Whatever happened to predictability, you know? I mean, come on. And now it's time for the game. Don't you even know my name? Yeah, that is awesome. This right here. This right here. I didn't realize that the Monster Hulk looks amazing. Goodness gracious. Look at that thing. Thank you. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty cool. It's like a weird scientist guy that lives in the sewer, experimenting on turtles. Crazy stuff. Alright, now it's time for the game in question. The game that we question versus actual humans. But I think I'll read his story first. Okay? I'll be right back and we will continue. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, time to fight the people after I read Mr. Thing's story. McGee. The gangs of Yancey Street. When Ben Grimm signed up to pilot an experimental spacecraft for his pal Reed Richards. He never imagined he'd return from the flight transformed into a monster. Even though cosmic rays turned him into the Thing, Ben still had a heart of gold beneath his rocky exterior. Since New York City plunged into eternal night, Ben has devoted himself to protecting his home from the monsters plaguing it. The gangs of Yancey Street. Ever since New York City had become locked in a state of eternal night, the members of the Fantastic Four had been working tirelessly to protect the innocent civilians of Manhattan from the vampires who had overtaken the island. Of course, not every civilian was so innocent, and not all of them had wanted to be protected. "Go home, you big lug," a voice shouted from an apartment window. As Ben Grimm, the hero known as the Thing, looked up to see who was shouting at him, he was pelted in the side of the head by a tomato, and then another, each one coming from different directions. He shouldn't have expected any less. After all, he was on Yancey Street. As the tomatoes' slimy seeds dripped down Ben's stony face, he let out a huge sigh. This was a street he grew up on. It was the first place he'd ever felt like he belonged. And yet, instead of celebrating him when he became a big-time superhero, the folks in his old neighborhood treated Ben as if he was a sellout. Still, while the kids in the Yancey Street gang might have stocked up on overripe fruit and vegetables to hurl every time that Ben paid his home turf a visit, it hadn't deterred the Thing from checking in every day to make sure that the people he cared about were safe. "Thanks for the sauce," Ben yelled to his assailants as he wiped off the pulverized produce. "Next time, could you throw some pasta my way? Maybe a nice loaf of bread? A guy your size don't need that many carbs," another voice yelled back. "Can't blame a guy for trying to get a free bite," Ben replied, forcing a smile. "Depends who they're biting," a third voice yelled. "You see any vamps down there? Tell 'em the Yancey Street gang ain't no one's dinner. That's what I'm here to make sure of, you ungrateful punks," Ben mumbled to himself. As he strolled down the street, everything seemed quiet at first. Ben knew far too well, from his many years as a hero, that it usually meant something bad was about to happen. As usual, his instincts were right on target. As he turned the corner, Ben saw a young boy in the alley next to Hertzberg's kosher bakery who had been cornered by a vampire. The boy, who was about the age of Ben's nephew Franklin, looked terrified. But as soon as he saw the Thing around the corner, he tried to put up a brave front. "I told you, lousy fingers," the boy barked. "No one messes with the Yancey Street gang. We got friends in high places." "Oh, so now we're friends?" Ben quipped, deliberately drawing the vampire's attention away from the boy. "Good thing, 'cause this big lug always takes care of his own." With that, Ben rushed towards the vampire, pulling his gigantic rocky fist back to deliver a crushing blow. The punch managed to knock the monster's fangs clean out of his mouth. The wounded vampire clutched at his jaw in pain. He punched his teeth before fleeing from the alley. The boy breathed a sigh of relief, then puffed up his chest in a show of bravado. "Could have handled him myself, you know," he said to the Thing. "Uh-huh," Ben replied. "I'm sure that you coulda. And I promise I won't tell your fellow hooligans that I lent a hand. But I need you to do me a favor first." "Fine," the boy replied, "but just this once." "I've been looking for someone," Ben replied. "A special friend." "Ain't that sweet?" The boy laughed. "But trust me, no gal in her right mind is looking for a fella with your busted mug." "Jeez." Ben just glared at the boy, who quickly realized that this wasn't the right time for jokes and insults. "Sorry, bad habit." "The FF, Fantastic Four. We've got a pal who went missing. Crazy," Ben continued. "And when it comes to what happens on the streets of New York, you kids have got a better intel network than Nick Fury. That's 'cause we got more eyes, the boy said. True, true, Ben said, unable to hide a smirk. So tell me, have any of those eyes seen the Black Panther lurking around here anywhere? Oh, the guy in the cat suit? The boy replied, not exactly, but we heard whispers that some of the vamps around these parts are answering to a new king. And it ain't the old pasty guy living in Central Park Castle either. Or neither. So Dracula's got some competition for his throne? Thing asked. That's the rumor, at least, the boy said. And we've got reason to believe it's true. My buddy Stanley went on a supply run into the village yesterday and saw a group of fingers all lined up like they're some sort of army. Real organized and disciplined. Not all wild and savage, like that freak he just clocked in the kisser. Where'd your buddy see him? Ben asked. Not too far from here, the boy replied. Over in Washington State Park. Thanks, kid, Ben said, patting the boy on the shoulder with his massive stone hand. Ah! You're one of the good ones. And he crushes his shoulder. Wish I can say the same, the boy said with a wink before running out the alley toward the safety of his apartment building. Ben couldn't help but chuckle, but he knew things were about to get a whole lot less amusing. When Ben reached Washington State Park, he was shocked to discover that the young Yancey Street gang member had been telling the truth. There, in the center of the park, was a group of vampires, all practicing fighting moves as if they were running a military training exercise. And Ben had seen their combat style countless times before. They were the same ferocious attacks employed in battle by the Black Panther himself. Normally, if Ben had come across a gathering of vampires this big, he would have rushed into the park with fists flailing. This time around, he wasn't looking for a fight, he was looking for a friend. So instead, he watched the vampires complete their training exercises, and then followed them as they marched back into a seemingly abandoned building. Once the vampires were inside, Ben knew it was time to make his move. He knocked gently on the door. When there was no answer, he shrugged and knocked it right off the hinges with a single punch. The vampires within immediately turned toward the door and raced toward Ben, their fangs bared. Easy, fellas, Ben said, pushing his way through the hungry horde. I just came to talk to your boss. No one sees the king, one of the vampires hissed. Tonight, a booming voice from the shadows. We shall make an exception. The vampires backed away from the thing, clearing a path as a majestic figure stepped it, clad in ornate armor, white armor, with the heads of the fearsome beasts carved into shoulder. As Ben had hoped, he found himself face to face with his lost ally, the Black Panther. But Ben knew T'Challa well enough that he could instantly see something was wrong. The king's eyes glowed red and his teeth were unusually sharp. Somehow, Ben realized the vampires must have gotten to T'Challa and turned him into one of their own. What a revolting development this is, Ben said as he gazed at his old friend. Indeed, T'Challa replied. I had come here from my intergalactic empire to cure this reality of the plague that had befallen it. And yet I soon found myself to be its next victim. While I was able to survive my initial encounter with the Lord of the Vampires, I had to go into hiding until I was sure I could control the hunger that had overcome me. Good thing I read Black Panther's story first, huh? You should have just come to us, Ben said. Susie makes one heck of a brisket. I could not risk putting my closest allies in danger, T'Challa said. And much to my surprise, I was not alone for long. For some reason, I was able to exert my command over other vampires I encountered. Soon I amassed a small army of loyal followers. Once a king, always a king, Ben mused. Must be in the blood. No pun intended. Actually, it seems my blood is no different than any other vampire, T'Challa said. The power once granted to me by the heart-shaped herb has all but faded. I am but a shadow of my former self without it. Too bad, Ben said. That fancy herb of yours ain't exactly something we can get at the local grocer. Does Wakanda make deliveries? I have lost communication with my empire, T'Challa said, reaching into a pouch hidden in his armor. But I did bring one heart-shaped herb with me on this journey. It's true. Then what the heck are you waiting for? Ben asked. I had hoped to give this sample to your teammate, Reed Richards, in order to synthesize a cure for vampirism, T'Challa said. We can always find a way to get more herbs, Ben replied, but you can't be replaced. I'm sure Stretcho would agree. I suppose you're right, T'Challa said, gazing at the herb in his hand, which gave off a gentle purple glow. T'Challa took a deep breath, put the heart-shaped herb into his mouth, and began to chew on its leaves. In mere moments, his eyes began to return to normal and his fangs began to retract. The curse that had befallen T'Challa was being undone. But the herb had another side effect as well. The vampires around T'Challa all began to sniff at the air wildly, as if searching for the source of something delicious. I feared this would happen, T'Challa said as his own army began to turn against him. Dracula suggested that the herb made my blood irresistible to its kind. Then give me some of it, your highness, Ben said, and let me handle the rest. I told you, I do not have another herb, T'Challa said, as he leapt into the rafters of the building. Don't need it, Ben replied. All I want is your blood. What? Hopefully not as bad as they do, T'Challa mused as he looked down to see the vampires that he had once controlled jumping and reaching toward him in desperation. T'Challa pulled back the armored sleeve covering his forearm, unsheathing the razor-sharp claws on his opposite hand. He did not hesitate as he drew them across his exposed flesh. Blood began to run from the fresh wound, trickling onto the thing below. Gotta admit, I prefer the tomatoes. It was foreshadowing. This is great storytelling. Earlier with the tomato hitting his face, if it was a show and you'd see the tomato running down his face, you'd think, oh, that's blood, and later on you get the blood. Wow. Ben said as the Wakandan king's blood coated his rocky hide, but if it's your blood these jerks are after, I'll give them what they want. The vampires instantly forgot about T'Challa, who was hiding safely out of reach above them, and turned their frenzied bloodlust onto the thing. They frantically tried to sink their teeth into Ben, but failed to puncture his rocky exterior. Sorry, kids, Ben said. I may look sweet on the inside, but on the outside, I'm tough as I look. As the vampires chipped their fangs on the thing's stone hide, T'Challa called down to his ally. These vampires may seem like the enemy, he said, but they were turned to darkness by Dracula, just as I was. They served me loyally and harmed no innocents while under my command. Despite their current state, I implore you to show them some mercy. Mercy? Ben said with a tinge of disappointment, but it was almost clobbered time. Instead of attacking the vampires directly, Ben honored T'Challa's request and hit the ground as hard as he could. Impact sent a powerful shockwave cascading across the floor of the building, knocking all the vampires temporarily unconscious. Oopsie, Ben said as the entire building began to shake around him. We gotta get out of here, T'Challa. We cannot leave the building. We cannot leave them behind, T'Challa said. You won't have to, a voice said from the doorway. It was Reed Richards, a brilliant scientist, fearless adventurer, and Ben's teammate in the Fantastic Four. Fancy seeing you here, Stretcho, Ben said to his best friend. But I ain't complaining. When you didn't return from your patrol, I followed your personal locator beacon down here, Reed said, and I brought something special with me just in case you ran into trouble. Reed extended his arm to show Ben a strange, high-tech device. Please tell me that's some sort of anti-vampire ray, Ben said. No, T'Challa said. I recognize that from the designs my sister showed me. It is a miniaturized version of the time-stream reintegration device, is it not? Correct, Reed said, and while it only had limited success during its first test run, I made some adjustments that may prove useful. Less talking and more doing, Ben said as chunks of debris began to rain down on him and into the unconscious vampires. Raid activated the portable TRD and the entire room began to glow. Suddenly, the building began to reassemble itself as if the damage to the structure that the thing caused had never occurred. Wow. It is as if the device is rewinding time itself, T'Challa said. Well, how about that? Ben added, as he watched in awe. Gotta bring along some of those doohickeys next time I fight the Hulk. I am afraid the effects were stronger than you intended, T'Challa said, suddenly grimacing in pain. My hunger has returned, and I had been restored to my vampiric state. Oh, because you were on time and building fixed itself, but then they reversed the whole plant thing. That means that the plant is back, right? Ain't that a kick in the pants, Ben said, but if you're back to being a vampire again, what did the TRD do to your loyal royal subjects? Ben, Reed, and T'Challa turned to see what was once a room full of bloodthirsty vampires was now full of ordinary people. Whoa. They were disoriented and confused, but they were grateful to be human again. You have saved them, T'Challa said. And now it's time to save you, T'Challa said. Or T'Challa, Reed replied. There is no one in the universe or any other that I trust more to do the job, T'Challa said. Ben looked at T'Challa in utter disbelief. And after all we've been through, he said, yeesh. What's a guy gotta do to finally get a little respect? I tell you what, there's so much reading in this thing. That's done. And now I want to hop on down to check out this map right here. Okay? Because I want to look at the map from the history view.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Okay, so I want to
You have to stop them from securing the mission.
slow down time.
The battle starts in 5,
And
4, 3,
I want to change the view.
1.
Where is my free cam? Let's see here. Free camera is C. Alright, and then I use this to go up. And then we go here to go up. Okay. Alright. This is Central Park, okay? Central Park, New York City. Get my bearings. Okay. And there's a crazy castle here. And there's also... This is also the home of Squirrel Girl. This is where Squirrel Girl lives. She lives in Central Park in a big old treehouse. I'm guessing she lived here for a while. It's her home. So there's lots of lore in this spot. Okay. This is Squirrel Girl's house. Okay. Here, over there. Tip a toe. So one side is Squirrel Girl's house and home base, and this is the Squirrel Copter, I'm guessing. Okay, she's like a squirrel, a superhero. Like the Squirrel Copter. All right, and then over here on this side, what do we have? Nothing. We have Death. It loops around and does nothing. Okay. There's nothing over here. Over here. You'd figure there'd be health right here, but no. Health right there. Alright, so there's no health over there. Big old crazy barn thing. And there, of course, there's a home base health for these guys. Nothing back over there. There's nothing. But there is some up top. This upper path. And that leads up with a staircase, you see. And there's a sort of an incline with the ground that loops up and around. This goes down that way. But over here, can't get up. Can't get up. Another back way.
Undefeatable!
Get closer. There's more tree-like stuff. As you get closer. Intertwined. Okay. Really over here. Health up here and health down there, basically. As you see from up top, health over here. And there's health down behind that thing. And there's health over here. It's crazy. There's a health back here and health over here. That's really, really good to know. For next time I'm in this room, in this battle. 2 over here and 1 over there. But this is a one-way trip over yonder. That's a room of death. I'm mentally mapping. And over here. You can see the battle, but you probably can't shoot through that. This is the ramp leading to that main room. And this connects all the way across. Not really. But it goes higher. Secrets, but not really. Go this way and that way, but you can't really go up. But this goes around, right? That way. And then go this way and then perch up. Loop back around. Basically, if you're running, you can go run this way and then back up and around, then jump back down. There's also health right down below. There. So, let me... Dead End of Doom. Okay. Tippy Toes domain. Cut, there's health. Awesome. That loops around to that room that goes down. There's health. Gotcha. Next. Yep, understood. Health. Gotcha. Done. This really does just go up to a perch point, and that's it, huh? It also zigzags. Basically, there's a couple of different ways to escape. Let's go up and around this way. Outer rim, you say? So Ratatoskr is imprisoned here. There's some ritual that we don't know about. Holes in the wall.
We are undefeatable!
Down. Weird stuff. If you're a flyer, that's a pretty good map. You can sort of navigate that space. That's death. Over here. Lots of complicated doohickeys. Health. So you can jump down and get health. Basically. Jump down and get health right there. And there is no health up here. There is health across. Right behind that wall. And right down there. 2 spots. And then over here to the right. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's go this way. Nothing. This is a room of death. A room of death. You don't want to go into that room. That is just... Ooh. Unless that door opens up or something.
Armed and dangerous!
Well, you're meant to enter If you can fly, you can leave. Otherwise, you're doomed. There's that health going around, and this thing, nothing but helps you perch up top. You can perch up top and then jump up and around. Maybe you can jump down here.
We are
Maybe not.
undefeatable!
Okay. And these are probably the blood chronovium. This realm. Alright, I'm understanding. Let's keep on pushing forward. Yep. Get this whole portion over here. Death. Death. Well, you don't want to go there. There's doom and gloom. Hole? Yep, there's a hole and there's no health. There's health over here. Very good. Oh, it's reversing time. Oh my gosh. Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
What? What? Well, well, well. Okay. Keep on going. This is a big old crazy map. Okay, health in this room. Maybe I'll try to learn it in piecemeal. It's a lot to learn all at once, especially just looking. I'm gonna look at the rest as I move back down to the very end. Has a nice course and the path, and then you enter that building or something. Then there's the next phase, maybe. Going. It does keep going. That's a big map. And this is Dracula's chamber. I'm guessing. Dracula. And the vampiric verses and the Montesi formula. I saw it. Right there. Vampiric verses. He's flipping between the two. You let Dr. Doom convince you that this is the way? Don't you realize he wants your power? How can you be such a fool? How can you be such a fool? Dracula. Anyways, that was cool. Now we've learned so much. Oh, it's crazy. That's that new map that was added. Now it's time to play with other people. Oh no. And then I'll end the stream. Okay? And I'll be live again in the morning. Trying to figure out a nice little schedule. So maybe 5 a.m. if I'm still awake. I'll see how I feel. Be back again at 5 a.m. Pacific time. I'm just gonna play one game with people. With people. Yes! I'm gonna do my best. All that reading and learning and immersing, taking my time, and I have to spend so many hours now catching up on the world events. You know? On X. I'm like a journalist. I'm like one of those journalist people. I'm an internet journalist.
Promise me you'll take it easy out there, Susie.
J. Grimm, you should know by now that I'm far from helpless.
Oh, I ain't worried about you. I meant you should take it easy on them.
Well, in that case,
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Oh my gosh.
Well, ain't this a fantastic mess we've gotten ourselves into, huh?
Whoa. Oh boy.
Always glad that.
Woo! Man, this guy's getting wrecked.
The thing ain't going no coming through. Booyah! Benji's here.
Want to protect you. My divine defense.
I'm taking less damage.
Yes.
You can always count on me.
So this guy has to play around other people, I think.
Extra help. Nice.
What am I? Invisible? Better stop that vehicle!
That's the stuff. Benji's here.
No! Son of a... I was trying to leap to my teammate there.
Benji's back, baby. Right way.
Better stop that vehicle!
Rumble.
气贯长虹。
Stop them!
Yeah.
Now I see them.
Oh gosh. Come on. Come on.
Extra help.
Come on.
Got your back.
My foes.
I'm gonna try to hang out next to Invisible Woman, maybe.
Compared to me, they're an amateur.
Hela is never
Fine, thanks, Susie.
Come on. Do land. Yes. Together.
Skin like Uru. Behold the god of thunder! Extra help. Nice.
Come on.
Can't get rid of me!
Another fearsome foe.
Got your back.
This should help me last longer.
Come on.
an opportunity for combat.
Let's rumble!
Come in.
Shields up! Nothing's getting through now. Us against the world!
Come on.
Judge, jury, execution!
Great. And then
Got your back.
They did a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Back, Susie.
I don't know where she went, and
Solid teamwork. Coming through. The enemy is here.
come on. No. No. No.
Teamwork.
Born again!
Nothing's getting
Woo.
through now. The Punisher hides in his armor.
Got a zig and zag.
Better stop that vehicle. It's now or never.
Come on. Nice.
Feeling better already.
Whew. We're doing a good job.
Target neutralized.
I had to get used to playing with people for a second.
You think you can harm me?
Hey, stop them in their tracks.
Come on.
The god of thunder. Judge, jury,
Nope.
executioner.
Nope. 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 And back down.
Rise, my friend!
We have need of it.
Whoa.
Second chances over.
No. Jeez. You really see how fragile somebody really is when you play versus a bunch of people.
Ready to keep on rocking.
Don't give them another inch. Or else. Better stop that vehicle.
Here it comes. Oh no. Yep.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah. Yeah. All right then. All right, cool. Well, I'll be back later. That was a bad game, but that's okay. Failure is growth situation. So let's just imagine 5 a.m. Okay, 5 a.m. Pacific time. Back. Thank you for watching Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you for your generous support. Oh yeah, goodbye. Like and subscribe. Let me play the anthem.